Hello, Cornerstone Guitarists. This is an extension of the guitar clinic that we put on about a month ago. And the purpose of it was to just have some semblance of unity in how we play rhythm guitar here at Cornerstone Church. Let's go over the basics in rhythm guitar. So to start with the numbers, you have 7 chords that you can play in any key. And the important part to know is that 1 is major, 2 is minor, 3 is minor, 4 is major, 5 is major, 6 is minor, and 7th is diminished. You only need to know 4 of those really to succeed in the modern music business, and that is 1, 4, 5, and 6. And so that's what we're going to focus on today, is finding 1, 4, 5, and 6 in whatever key you're in, and also the right hand technique that goes along with giving tone to what you want to hear from those 4 chords. So for this demonstration, I only have my guitar into a tuner pedal and into the amp, because that will show how the right hand technique goes along and complements the chords that we're playing today. So without any further ado, we have our first chord. For 1, we're doing this in the key of E. And so this is what we call the big E chord, and that is just simply you're going to put bar the 2nd fret for the A in the D string, put your pinky finger on the 4th fret of the G string, and keep the last 2 strings open, and you're going to get a chord that sounds like this. So it has a nice big sound to it versus the traditional E major chord that most of us are accustomed to playing, which is this. But this chord is only 1s and 5s, so it sounds much bigger than putting the major 3rd in there. When you want to play a big chord, don't put the major 3rd in there. The only time I would like you guys to put the 3rd in there is when it's a minor chord, because the minor 3rd makes the chord minor. It's not a minor chord unless you have the 3rd in there. So, E, and then your A, you can just do this with only moving 1 finger. So I just moved my pointer finger down 1 fret. Then my 5 is going to be B. Play it like a power chord, so I can play it open. My 6 is going to be like this, so middle finger on the 4th fret on the A string, pointer finger on the 2nd fret on the D string, ring finger on the 4th fret on the G string, and pinky finger on the 5th fret of the B string. And then my 3 is going to be a minor 3, 7 is what I like to do. And that is going to be all your fingers on the 4th fret, middle finger on the 4th fret, E string, ring finger on the 4th fret, D string, and pinky finger on the 4th fret, G string. And that's all you need to know. So for playing a 1, 4, 6, 5 pattern, E, then your A for the 4, and then your C sharp for the 6, and your B for the 5, and you can just jam on that. And those are your 4 chords, with the exception of the 3 that you will need to use most often. Alright, so given those 4/5 chords, you can apply that theory to anywhere around the neck. And let's just take, for example, we'll take the key of A. So we're going to start up here then. The easy way to find this is to find your A bar chord or your A power chord, which is here on the 5th fret. Your octave is here on the D string on the 7th fret, and then you're basically going to make a D chord. So here, so this is your 1. Your 6, all you're going to do is put your middle finger on the 9th fret on the A string. Your 5, you're going to be moving your pointer finger down 1 fret, and your A, you're going to be, let's see, where am I? Your 5, you're going to be moving, so for your 5, you'll move your pinky finger down 1 fret, and your pointer finger down 1 string to the A string. For the 4 chord, you're going to bar the 7th fret and add the octave on the 10th fret of the B string. So to do a 1, 4, 6, 5 pattern here, you just go 1, 4, 6, 5. So as 4-bar rhythm in 4/4. And you can extrapolate that to any fret. If you want to do it in the key of G, you're going to move it down 2 frets. Same thing. These 4 chords will allow you to play in any key for most of the songs that we do. There will be the oddball out, but these 4 chords will allow you to play pretty much every song that we play. Now if we go into the 6 is always a minor chord. So one key that is very important to know is the key of G. A lot of songs are either played in the key of G or capoed to G position. So you're going to have your G. I usually play it where I play the 3rd fret on the B string as well as the E string. But remember I said that I only want 5ths and 1s when you want a big chord. So leave out your major 3 when you play the G chord and you're doing rhythm electric guitar. So that's how your G chord will sound. I'm just muting the A string with the flesh of my middle finger. Your C, do the same thing, leave out the major 3. You can also do it this way. That's only one of the acceptable times it's okay to play the major 3rd. You can also just mute it though. And then your minor 6 is going to be an E. This is where it's okay to use the 3rd. So in your key of G, here's your 1 chord. All you're going to do to make this chord big and minor is make an E chord but leave your last 2 fingers where they were. You're getting your minor there, but you're also forming a 6. So if I wanted to do a 1, 4, 6, 5 in the key of G, it'd be this. And it is okay to also play the A in your 5 chord here in the D, because an A is in the D chord and it will make it sound bigger. So as a 4-bar and 4/4. And that is your G position. With these 2 or 3 playing positions, you will get along just fine. One more position, this is especially important for whoever's playing lead guitar. Knowing these positions is very helpful. So to start, let's just say we're going to play in the key of D. So your D chord starting on the A string is going to be this. You can invert this. You're going to get a second inversion here. So you're starting with your 5th. So if you start here, you can have your 4 simply by putting your ring finger on the 9th fret of the D string and your middle finger on the 8th fret of the B string. So again, just that simple movement. Now I'm just going to drop my middle finger and it will become a 6 chord. And then to make the 5, I just go to the D position. There's 2 ways to do this. The simplest way is just to make the D position that we learned about just a few minutes ago. You can also drop this finger and just play a regular D position here. So if you're playing the guitar, you need to be playing chords high up here. Of course, this is just an example within the lower register. But 4 chords. 1, 4, 6, 5. So 4 in 4 bars. That will be especially helpful for lead guitarists needing to play chords or have an idea of what chords are going on while they're playing lead. It's really easy to visualize those chords high up on the neck. Lastly, we're going to go over right hand technique. We're going to go back to the key of G to be simple. So I got my 1 here. Now the reason that I do not have anything other than a tuner pedal plugged in is to show you how you can simply change your tone in your overdrive with the tube amps only using your right hand. And as a rhythm guitarist, right hand technique is extremely important. So just as a simple example, you can create a cleaner tone by using a lighter right hand. And then you can progressively make it more overdriven by strumming harder. So that is a very important lesson to know, because when you're in a quiet section of a song, you don't want to be hitting it hard. That's actually going to overdrive your amp, probably overdrive your pedals, overdrive your compressor. You're going to be getting a lot more drive than you want to have. Right hand technique, therefore, is really important in becoming proficient in how you play rhythm guitar. So if we have that same 1, 4, 6, 5 example that we were going through earlier, now I want to do 4 bars of it clean, 4 bars of it medium, and 4 bars of it hard. That all can be done through my right hand. So let's give it a shot. Then again, you can extrapolate this to any position that you're playing. So if we go to the G position that we were learning a few minutes ago, G, same concept. don't need to play too hard. You're going to get yourself out of tune if you play too hard. But knowing how to hit the notes is just as important as knowing where to play the notes. And developing that right hand technique will help you to become a way better rhythm guitar player. And with that, we finish out our clinic on rhythm guitar.